don't mind admitting that I taken on.
Hey, with Satan works.
So do you think the God of the Old Testament is Satan? Who is he? Is he Satan or is he God?
I don't know his name.
Who is he? Is he the creator?
Yeah, the creator of this fleshly place. Yes.
Okay, which is Yahweh, the one who brought his.
Yeah, if you want to call him Yahweh, that's fine.
Is he the one who brought? Is he the one who has the only begotten Son?
No.
See, there you go.
So you don't believe. So you don't believe John 1, and 2 either. All that area there, John 1. What is John to you?
No, he's a Marcionite.
I don't know what that is. Jordan knows all about this. You ought to talk to Jordan sometime. I'm not kidding.
One of the things that the Marcionites believed was that there were two different gods. So they believe that the God of the Old Testament is not the same one as in the New Testament.
Jordan is 10 times smarter than I am when it comes to history. You should. He's homeschooled. He knows a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm just telling you. I'm just being honest with you.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Jordan's a 20-year-old can take on these 50 and 60-year-old guys.
I'm very out of church history myself, but I do know this much about the Marcionites. I do know that much. That they believe that the God of the Old Testament is not the same one as the New Testament. They believe that they don't believe that the Old Testament scriptures are authoritative to Christians in any way, shape, or form. They don't believe that Jesus was prophesied in the Old Testament. And I think they don't believe in the divinity of Christ either.
Yeah, I don't know all about the details, but there's something with Gnostics. And I don't understand all that. There's the Aldebaoth and the Archons and the Nag Hammadi scriptures. I don't know really what that all is. I just read it all. I can't put it together and explain it to you, but there's something going on with them beliefs that sort of lines up.
I'd be interested in talking to this Jordan, your friend Jordan.
Anytime he's on my channel when we're sitting there in the standby mode, just blow in there.
All right, I'll do that. Yeah. I like to pick his brain because I like to be more educated in the church history, church fathers and stuff.
Okay,
I know what he said. I know what he said. And
you can differentiate however you like. It doesn't matter to me.
I know what he said. And
you're no authority on anything, son.
You're being disingenuous by trying to twist his words, as you always do in conversations.
Let me moderate one bit here. William, what did you just say? Nobody's authority on what?
I told Feckle that he is not an authority on anything.
Are you?
No, none of us are.
Why do you speak like it then?
None of us are. So we're just a bunch of dummies talking against each other.
No, I have made no knowledge claims at all. You will not hear me do it.
So does that make you?
Why do you?
Right?
I can only hear one of you at a time.
Go ahead, Dave.
Does that make you some sort of is that some kind of humbleness that you don't claim authority and you're not right about it?
No. It's an acknowledgement of reality. I cannot know things. I believe things, but I can't know these things.
Reality that we don't know anything. Is that the conclusion?
Wait, if you don't know anything, then how are you going to arbitrarily try to correct us then? If you don't know anything.
Oh, just don't. Okay. All right. When you start accusing, okay, fine. When you start accusing me of not being a Christian and I say I love Jesus, and then you have to go through all this trouble to try and make this connection between this God of the Old Testament, I don't accuse you of not being a Christian, Beckel. But you make the accusation.
William, you are shooting yourself in the foot in this conversation. Hold on a second. You are one side.
I'm sure that you believe that.
You are one side of your mouth say that you don't know anything, but then you're going to turn around and try to criticize me when I point out to you that the things that you believe in automatically denote the fact that you are not a Christian because of some things that you reject.
I accept that you believe that.
How are you just
I accept that you believe that.
If you don't if you don't know anything, how are you going to disagree?
You don't know it either.
You're just going to disagree with me and argue with me about anything.
Well, I'm not just going to accept your word for it.
Then you're speaking hypocritically. Then you're speaking out of stupidity. Because I
won't accept your bullshit.
Then you're being stupid then. Because you don't know anything, but yet you're going to arbitrarily disagree with me just because you don't like it.
Okay, fine. I don't like that you're not consistent.
You can't demonstrate that what I'm saying is wrong. You just don't like it.
Well, vice versa.
Well, no, I can demonstrate that what you're saying is wrong.
You can say that your interpretation of the text makes you lean a certain way.
No. I can demonstrate what you're saying is wrong. I can demonstrate.
I don't
that
think
there's
you
only
can
one God.
demonstrate
I can
anything
demonstrate
except
that
for
Jesus is the only begotten Son of God. I can demonstrate
can
that
do
God
that.
has full exhaustive knowledge of
Okay.
all things, past, present, and future. You
All
don't
right,
want
you
any
do
of this
that.
debate.
Go
You
ahead.
want to
I'm
debate
watching.
it? You want to have a debate about it?
I don't think debate is going to demonstrate it, is it? It's going to show your opinion versus mine.
That's what that sounds like to me.
No, I know an empty offer when I hear it. That was an empty offer.
An empty offer, really?
You're blustering, but you can't do the things that you say.
For how many people are listening right now? Let me see. We got 23 people watching, and this is being recorded. I, Veckel, publicly challenge William Freeman to a public debate on all of his doctrines whenever he wants to. See, now I just made it.
And what are my doctrines?
I made it.
Why don't you guys do it on my channel? We'll have Jordan and me officiate.
I'm making it public.
Talk for a change.
And what are my doctrines?
Now he has no excuse. I'm making it public.
Yeah, and what are my doctrines?
Within the next 48 hours on my channel.
No, I'm right here, right now. What are you running from?
Look, here's what I'll say, William. Whenever somebody challenges me to a debate,
I'm here now with you, Veckel. Why waste the opportunity?
Me to a debate about a topic that I'm not educated on, I, out of humility, and I'm not. This is not tooting my own horn. I'm just trying to speak truthfully.
I'm not interested in your braggadocious behavior.
You know
Look,
what?
I'm right here, right now.
This is an area that I'm not really familiar with. I'm not prepared.
Are you backing away from the challenge? So, right here, right now. Let's go.
For example, Floyd FP, an atheist.
Okay, so you're going to jillibuster what I'm saying. I'm right here. Talk to me now.
He actually challenged me to a debate about.
Are you just going to blather on?
I said, you know what?
Put up or shut up, Veckel. I'm here now.
That's the area that I'm a little bit kind of sketchy on. I'm not really.
Okay, I don't have time for your bullshit. Are we going to do this now or not?
Fine. So, but I don't see you doing that
now or never. Take your shot, buddy.
Okay. So you want to debate right now?
Yes.
I want it in a formal.
I said now or never. That is a counter offer.
I know. I want it in a formal environment. That's what I want.
I'm going to make a formal environment here in 5 minutes.
No, definitely not today. Now or never.
Why not? Why not later?
Because you gave your conditions and I just counter offered.
Why are you running?
I'm the one that's saying right here, right now, Veckel. Come on.
I'm saying. At another time, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll get you later. I'll catch you in the street somewhere, man. Right now, come on.
I'll say it again. I publicly challenge William Freeman to a public debate on all of his.
Except for now, any time, but right now,
demonstrate that he is wrong on all counts.
Anytime, but right now,
Anytime you're ready. How about tomorrow then?
I'm ready now. I'm ready now.
How about tomorrow? No, how about tomorrow? How about tomorrow?
I said now.
No, how about tomorrow?
Where you got to go, man? Right now.
I'm getting ready to go to bed, man. How about tomorrow?
Okay. No, I just said now.
How about tomorrow?
I just said now.
How about tomorrow?
Oh, you guys are both tired. Do it tomorrow.
Yeah. How about tomorrow?
I have a life.
We're fully rested.
I have a life. You have me right now. Okay, what do you want?
The next day then? How about the next day? How about the next day when we're both fully
whenever
rested?
the first available time.
Actually, I can't do it Thursday. I'm going to be flying.
The first available time.
How about Saturday? How about Saturday when we're both?
What time Saturday?
Rested?
Let me see if I can.
I don't know. Let's see. I don't work Saturday, so I might. The best time will probably be around maybe 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's hash it out.
Can it be any later than that?
Let's get a moderator in a
moderated. Can it be later than that?
Where there's no over talking. Okay, and
you're not talking. You're not even listening right now.
No, because I'm not done saying what I have to say. But go ahead.
I said, can it be later than that?
Later than 4 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay, what time? I'm on Eastern.
Okay, I'm thinking something like maybe 6 p.m.
6? Okay, that'd probably be even better. Okay.
Yeah, I could try to do that.
Okay, great. So we're going to talk about, the topic will be about whether or not you can demonstrate that any of the things that you propose in the scripture that is not true to be not true. Okay, so for example, you believe that there's multiple gods there. Okay, I'm gonna challenge you to that. I want to challenge you on the fact that Jesus is not God. I want to challenge you on the fact that
whoa. What are you challenging me on the fact that Jesus is not God?
What we're challenging on all of your beliefs. You don't believe that Jesus is God.
Did you say he's the word of God?
But you don't believe that he is God.
You mean as in the same thing?
Yes, as John 1:1 says.
He is the light, as God is
See,
the
there you go.
light.
See, this is why we need to have this debate so that each of us properly represents each other's positions so we can properly debunk each other's position. Okay?
Wait
You're
a minute,
making
wait a
all
minute.
these claims,
What
and
are you talking
I
about
just want it to
debunk?
be known because there's so many people in this community that profess to be Christian that really don't know who you are. They don't know what your beliefs are. So I think in our discussion that we're going to have Saturday, I think that would be the perfect opportunity for you to throw it all there out on the table so that you're fully exposed, you speak fully transparently, and everybody could know whether or not they want to jive with you or not jive with you. And the same with me. Okay. People already know about me. All right. I think I'm far more transparent than you are. They know that
My goal is I'm humoring you.
No. Well, I appreciate that. I just wanted to
You've
do.
extended an invitation, and I'm humoring you.
I just want no. My thing is because I already know that you're a heretic. I don't think that that's going to change anytime soon.
No,
But I do
I'll
want to
admit
pick
I'm
your
a
brain.
heretic.
But
I'm
I do
happy
want
to be a
pick your brain.
heretic.
But no, I already know that you're a heretic, and I think a lot of people
Yeah.
know that already. I think what my goal
I'm
is.
open about
because
it.
you keep asking me, you keep talking about it, so I guess I'm gonna have to keep telling you.
It says right there on my title, Lucifer's Apprentice. You can't miss it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. So yeah, but I know that you're kind of doing it out of jest to be a trollish.
Well, maybe or maybe not.
But I think it'll be a good tool to just kind of put out on the table all of your beliefs so that people, and again, it doesn't have to be done adversarially. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be, Veckel. I'm sure you'll be very cordial.
It'll be educate. Well, I'm going to throw a couple of jabs in there here and there.
Well, I know what you consider a conversation. I know what you're capable of.
Come on, I gotta be me.
Right, and I also know what you're not capable of, which gives me kind of an advantage knowing how you're going to behave.
What's the one thing I'm not capable of? Love.
Having a friendly conversation without animosity.
No, I can have friendly conversation. Trust me.
Well, I'll have to trust you because I've never seen it.
You haven't talked to my wife, okay? Yeah, we've been married.
I don't think you'd want that.
Yeah. No, actually, you're right. I don't. I want to keep her far away from heretics like you as much as possible. But anyway, yeah. I can too have a civil conversation. Trust me. I've had many civil conversations with many non-believers.
Well, we shall see if that's possible.
Okay, great. I'm just, hey, listen, man. Listen, don't get mad. Don't take it as.
Why do you do that? Why do you always assume I'm mad?
I'm just saying. I want people to know, to get and have it to be recorded where you're coming from and where I'm coming from. You made a lot of positive claims here, most of which Christians disagree with, and I want to give you the opportunity to validate these claims that you're making about God in the Old Testament,
about my beliefs,
about how he's a monster. Yeah, about your beliefs. And we want to know, why do you believe this and where do you get this from?
Now, does it matter? Will it matter why I believe it when it's all said and done, Veckel?
Because you've already been deemed a heretic by a lot of people. So I don't want to change that. I mean, only God can change that.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Only God could change that.
Hey guys, can I make a request? I don't know. I'm just going to make this request ahead of time, and I know it might not turn out this way on my channel or whatever, but I put a preliminary debate video up there. It's sitting there right now. You can look at it. I got a link in the chats. And I'm going to request to be the moderator only because I've never done one of these. And I think I can do a good job of this, even if
you could, yeah.
I'm going to talk to Tom about the general scope of how to do it, in general. I mean, I could do it off the cuff. I know I could, but I just want to have a little structure to it. But I want to give you guys equal and fair opportunity. And I think my moderating this will be like CBS News. This is going to be like a media thing. No, I think I could be very good at this. And
I think you can.
I want to give you guys an opportunity to talk it out and, and look at it this way. I know it's a debate. You'll call it a debate, whatever. But, just stick to your topic
Yeah.
And don't worry about who wins. Just hash it out, and we'll come up with a conclusion. And then if we have to have a subsequent follow-up,
it's not a debate.
Well, I don't care if it is or not. We'll just call it a debate. It's a quasi debate then.
No, he wants to. It's an expose.
Either way, who cares? We'll just call it a pseudo debate.
I prefer to look at it as an interview because he's wanting to know about me, not.
Well, even though you know how the debates go with the presidents, they go like shit. Well, so what? We'll just do it that way. You know what I mean?
I'll cooperate as long as I'm happy to cooperate.
I mean, a lot of times when I
see
these presidential debates, and we think that's no debate. It turns out to be a clown show. But we'll do what we got to do. We'll just deal with it.
Well, because William, every time he pops into these rooms, he's always the center of attention with regards to his heretical views.
It's okay. I
don't have a problem with that. I mean, I think it's good content for everybody's channel. However, I feel like we don't get enough time to really pick his brain to ask him where he's getting these ideas from, because he's saying a lot. He's doing a lot of things that a lot of atheists do. They make a lot of positive claims, and then they put the onus on the ones in whom they're saying these things to, and then they try to.
They're not knowledge claims, though, Veckel. You're misinterpreting. I'm not making knowledge claims.
They are to some degree. Yeah, they are.
They're not. I'm agnostic on all of these things. I have no way to prove any.
Question, just a quick question here, William. Would you when we have time, maybe before this alleged debate, would you be willing to talk to Jordan and get an interview about what you believe? Because he's better than I am at understanding what you actually believe.
I mean, sure. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll just play it by ear whenever. I'm always.
Yeah, see if he'll be around Friday evening.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'll admit ahead of time, like I said before, when it comes to stuff with the early church fathers and early church, there's a lot of things that I'm ignorant of. So I don't have a problem admitting ignorance in a lot of areas. I've said this a dozen times before. I can only speak on the things that I know about, and I'll claim ignorance on the things that I don't know about. I have no problem with that.
So I met you before, Veckel. I don't know if you remember, but you're the Calvinist that I spoke to, but I'd say a month and a half ago. So I believe I'm assuming that you believe the Orthodox views. But I want to know about William. What is you say you love Jesus? So what is it that makes you saved? You're saved, right? Because you believe in Jesus, right?
That's one.
I assume. I assume.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Give me a reason why you believe you're saved. Just a generalization. You don't have to be, make it a long essay.
Jesus appears to make an offer that I'm happy to accept.
And what would that offer be? What?
To take the penalty of the law on himself rather than punish me with it.
So you believe he substituted himself for us, for our sins?
He fulfilled what we could not.
Okay. All right. So just to make it short, you believe in, they got a special term for this. It's called penal substitutionary atonement. In other words, a judicial decree went forth that the wages of sin is death. Therefore, all men have to die because all men sin. So Jesus went in our stead, took our place, and died on the cross. First of all, he had to live a sinless life to be able to even go to the cross, and then die for our sins. And then after his resurrection, that guarantees we'll be resurrected because he was resurrected, and we are in him. Do you believe that?
Yeah, that seems to be the case. Can I got to do my report. It'll take about 2 minutes. Can I come back, or is this closing?
Yeah, I basically came on for you because I heard you guys. I was listening.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Just I need to do. I'm at work, so.
All right. So, hey Veckel, I see he's Orthodox so far. I mean, can you tell me what he did or what he said that seems unorthodox?
Oh yeah. Well, number one, he rejects the omniscient nature of God, so he doesn't believe that God has full exhaustive knowledge of all things, past, present, and future. He believes that the God of the Old Testament is a different God than the one in the New Testament. Okay. He believes like what the Marcionites believe, from what I understand, the Marcionites to believe. He believed that Jesus wasn't prophesied in the Old Testament. He believes that he doesn't believe that there's any type of authoritative aspects to the anything in the Old Testament, stuff like that. So
Okay.
So he says a lot of positive claims, and yet at the same time he admits that he doesn't know everything. Okay, well, if you don't know everything, okay, fine. I'm not going to hold that against you. But he's turning around making a lot of positive claims about things and saying, oh, you don't know this, you're wrong about that, yada, yada, yada. And yet people try to correct him on it. He either tells them they're wrong, or he just asks them, how do you know? How do you know? How do you know? And when they demonstrate that he's wrong, he just disregards it. So how do you disregard something if you don't know anything? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
So my goal for this Saturday is to kind of pick his brain a little bit more with regards to what he believes and why he believes it. Where is he getting this information from? Or is everything that he just believes is just pure subjectivity, just pure opinion? Because some of the things that we say to him, we can demonstrate in Scripture.
Yeah.
We can demonstrate that Jesus is monogenes, that he is the only begotten Son, the unique Son of God. We can demonstrate
Amen.
that he has creative and redemptive power. He doesn't believe that.
Okay.
So that's one of the things we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I came in late. I just woke up. It's 4 a.m. in Chicago, or 5 a.m. in Chicago. So
I knew these. You guys call it Martianites. I knew they were Martians from UFOs. I wasn't sure. Now I got it figured out. All right.
Yeah,
I'm learning
William
something
is
all the time.
Martian. Yeah, I do
Alrighty.
think. But anyway,
I'll key in on when you guys have this pseudo debate. I don't know who's it's going to be on this channel.
it's going to be on Dave's.
I just got a preliminary set up on mine, but if somebody else wants to do it, we'll do whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll do whatever. Yeah.
It don't matter.
It probably won't be like a super formal debate. It'll be more like a, kind of casual, structured conversation, I guess, where we give each other time to say our piece. Try not to talk over each other.
Yeah.
And then maybe make it for an hour or so, and see what happens. He keeps saying, well, what's your goal for doing this, man? Classes? Well, everybody already, half the people that come into this room already believe that he's a heretic, including myself. So that's not going to change. Okay.
Yeah, I come on the show, like I go through, I watch you guys every once in a while, but I'm not like a regular. I think I come here like once a month. So
Right.
maybe not even that much. So I really don't know who's who. I know you because I talked to you, and I was in a podcast with the news unit as well. So I got a few ideas of who's who here and there, but I really don't got a great idea of what's going on. So
yeah, are you in Chicago? Really? You work around Chicago?
Yeah, I live in Chicago. Yeah.
Well, you're not far from me. Okay, good.
Yeah. So.
We had
a warm winter so far, huh?
How you like?
It rained down. You don't have any more snow on the ground down there, do you?
No, matter of fact, it's been the last 2 days. It's been 50, 60 degrees, which is 55 degrees.
We still got a little bit of snow, but it rained pretty good and melted some of it. So we're on our way to bare ground too. But it's still kind of cool.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Real quick before I head out. So, what's your thoughts on Lori Lightfoot being gone?
My thoughts on the Lord of Life being God.
No, Lori Lightfoot.
Oh, Lori Lightfoot. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, no.
Lori Lightfoot. Okay, we're talking about a different issue. Okay, I thought you were talking theology for a second. The Lord of Life. I thought you said being.
I guess there could be some.
Yeah, Lori Lightfoot. She's something else. She's yes. She just in a short period of time, in one tenure, she basically destroyed Chicago, and it hasn't even been 4 years yet. So.
Oh man. Yeah.
Are you originally from there, or?
Well, I've been in California a good point of my life up until like 18 years old, and then Chicago. I would say 30-something years in Chicago now.
I'm from Milwaukee originally. So.
Oh, okay. So you've been in the central part of the country for a good period of time, I would say, right?
Yeah, but I moved. I when I started my air traffic stuff, I went right to Washington D.C. So
okay,
I got quite an awakening with that. But we came out here to the country a lot. We had a summer place out here. My dad was a cop. And then they had their honeymoon out here before I was born. There's a big story behind it. Now we ended up living out here.
How do you like
but
it?
I came back home after all my years in the air traffic career. But
Do you like this part of the country?
sure, it's not. I'm used to it. That's what it is. You know, I mean, I don't like the cold weather much anymore. I don't care for that. But you know, when it warms up, it's great.
Yeah, it's like I said, this winter has been really mild. We had that one stretch where I think it lasted 3 days, where we in Chicago it reached like, which is a little bit unusual. I think it hit -8 air temperature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But
we
that
didn't get
lasted
the
like,
30 below usually like we normally get either.
yeah, exactly.
We had a
But
couple days 20 below here, but it was 30 below in the northern part of the state. But it didn't get it wasn't a week or two below zero like it normally would be.
But I do like this part of the country way better than I did California. I
Oh,
lived
I
in
bet,
Southern
yeah.
California, and that's more arid. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you don't see trees and streams
Right.
and grass. So everything's and if you do see trees, they planted the palm
Mhm.
trees. So anyway,
Yep. Oh yeah.
so William's back.
You know, I'm just going to make an observation that I was going to mention this earlier where you guys were in the middle of this one discussion, but I'll just bring it up again. It's kind of take it or leave it. But I just noticed that, you know, on one hand, you got the Gnostic, let's just call it Gnostic or whatever else, you know, I'll use Gnostic though as a category. There's every imaginable wind of doctrine there too, I think, because a lot of people don't agree with one another on that end. So you got your mixed multitude going on there, and you got the same thing going on in Christianity with a lot of differentiating opinions, you know, different opinions. And you know, that makes it difficult to figure out what people believe all the time until you really start talking about it. And maybe this debate will help that out too a little bit.
Right.
You know.
Well, I'm also here right now for a little bit longer if you have any questions.
Well, I'm going to save my questions, the rest of my questions for Saturday. I got to get to bed, but it was good talking to everybody. And James, good seeing you. Your name does seem familiar. I'm sure we've talked before.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
alrighty.
But,
Yeah, it's about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to go to when you guys have, is it this Saturday? Today's Wednesday, so
well, we're shooting for this Saturday. Yeah, hopefully we can do it.
okay.
By
All
the
right.
Lord's will.
Yeah.
See if William believes in that. But okay. Anyway.
All right,
anyway.
I got to go too. God bless y'all.
All right, it'll happen eventually. We'll figure it out.
All right.
All right.
Good night.
All right. Take care, Dave, William. We'll see you soon. And other Dave, who's drunk out of his mind. So, all right.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Olive, for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Olive, and praise.
All right, see you guys later. Have a good night. Olive, you can kill it if you're still there, then it won't sit there. I think we're done. Have a good night. Maybe she went to bed too. I don't know. Well, we'll let Wildheart sleep it off live on here. I think you should kill it though, because he's got a bad habit of playing music if he wakes up. If you can hear me, Olive. He's got a bad habit of you just don't want that. You don't want that. In case you get a copyright violation from Wildheart. Up and starts playing rock music or something.
Very good. Very good.
All right, you have a good night.
And thank you, Cheryl, for your text. And God bless, Dave. God bless everybody. Have a good night.
You too. God bless. Good night.